Dear students, welcome to Edumir Physics. This is our first lecture on electrostatics for ICSE and CBSE class 12. The entire electrostatics portion can be divided into four major parts, which are electric charges. In this section, we will learn how to produce electric charges. That means how can we charge a neutral body, and then distribution of the charge will be discussed, linear charge density, surface charge density, volume charge density, etc. In the second part, we will discuss electrostatic field or the electric field and field intensity. In this portion, we will discuss electric field, Coulomb's law, electric field lines, electric flux, Gauss's law, and its applications. And in the third part, we will discuss electrostatics potential, electrostatic potential, electrostatic potential energy, equipotential surface, etc. And in the last part, we will discuss capacitor and capacitance. So these are the four major parts of entire electrostatics portion. So in this lecture, we will discuss the electric charges, the production of electric charges and distribution of electric charges mainly. So let's move forward. So in the electric charge portion, first question is how to charge a neutral body. That means what are the different processes to charge a neutral body? There are three processes to charge a neutral body. First one is friction process, second one is induction process, and the last one is conduction process. Now we will discuss how to create charge by friction process, how to create charge by induction process, and how to create charge by conduction process. So in the second question, we will discuss how to produce electric charges by the process of friction. To produce electric charges by the process of friction, we have to take two different substances. That means we have to rub two different substances. So, and the different substances will have the different atoms. So let's say this is atom A, and this is atom B. Okay, this is the contact point of the atoms, and we are rubbing the atoms, atom A and atom B. Now, due to the rubbing, the heat energy will be produced, and this heat energy will be absorbed by electrons of the both atoms, mainly the outer electron, the electron of the outer shell of the atoms. Okay, now these two atoms must have the different binding energy because these atoms are from the different substances, so they must have the different binding energy. If atom A has the less binding energy than atom B, then the electron, outer electron of atom A will jump to the atom B by absorbing the heat energy. That means when the electron absorbs the heat energy, it get excited and jump from the atom A to atom B. So we can see that the number of electrons in atom A is reduced, and number of electrons in atom B is increased compared to the number of protons in the respective atoms. So since atom A is losing electron, that means is losing the negative charge, so it is becoming positively charged ion. And atom B is gaining electron, that means negative charge is increased in the atom B, so atom B will be negatively charged ion. So in this process, in this way, we can create the positively charged substance and negatively charged substance by the process of friction. So binding energy is a key factor here. The electrons jumps from lower binding energy atom to the higher binding energy atom. If we talk about an example of producing the charges by the process of friction, then if we rub a glass rod with silk cloth, Then glass rod will give electron to the silk cloth, because the glass atoms has the less binding energy than the silk atoms. So electron will jump from glass rod to silk cloth, and we will get positive charge at the glass rod and negative charge in the silk. So in the third part, we will discuss how to produce electric charge by the process of induction. Okay. Now to produce electric charge by the process of induction, we have to take a neutral object and a charged rod need to be placed in front of the neutral object. Okay, so this is a charged rod and this is a neutral object. This neutral object is to be charged. Now the neutral object has both the positive and negative charge inside it, and this positive charge will attract the opposite charge. That means the negative charges will be induced at the nearest part of the neutral substance, nearest to the charged rod, and like charges, that means the positive charge, like charge of the rod, charged rod, positive charge will be repelled in further part. Okay, so this charge is called bound charge, and this is called free charge. Okay, now if we ground this object, the electrons will come from the ground to neutralize these positive charges, and ultimately we will get the charge rod will be as it is, and we will get only the negative charge in the object. Now if we remove this glass rod, then we will get a negatively charged object. So in this way, by the process of induction, we can generate electric charges in a neutral object. This is all from this video. In the next video, we will discuss quantization of charge and charge distribution. Thank you.